All right, guys, so we are in the middle of this detail for this Toyota Sienna here. Not quite dirty, but there are stains here and there that we're going to get rid of on the carpets and on the seats here. Did not specifically tell me to get rid of every single stain, just most of the stains that they see that are visible. But right now we're removing the dog hair. This is a lily brush. This works really well. I was recommended this by one of my great friends. As you can see here, this dog hair comes right up with this lily brush here, and all you have to do is really just scrape it. Brings it all together here, right to my center pile. And usually first I vacuum everything. I'll vacuum a certain area, and with the vacuum I suck it up and kind of just go over it again, because there is stuff that comes out as you lily brush. As you use it, there's other stuff that comes out. It'll pull it out for you, and then kind of just go over it again with the vacuum. This is just my steps. I mean, if there's other ways that you guys prefer, then, be my guest. I'll take all the wisdom for this. But yeah, that is how I get my dog hair out. Then sometimes I'll run across it with my handy drill here. That also does a really great job of getting things that you can't really get. This brings up stuff from the very bottom of the carpet that the vacuum just doesn't suck up. And then one more step that I like to do is getting the tornador in here with the air compressor. If you don't know what that is this here. It is quite loud, so you probably will not be able to hear my voice. And that's about it. Sorry, the air compressor turned back on. Then I get the vacuum again, and then I just give it one more nice vacuum. Get all the stuff that came up from that. And that's it for this part of the back here. All right, guys, we have finished vacuuming and wiping down this whole back of this car here all the way up to this point. Now I gotta get this throw up stain out of here. I'm sure some of you guys like to see these. So with that being said, first thing is first, let's turn the vacuum on, and then we begin our vacuuming part. Go ahead. So I like to vacuum it first just to kind of get any loose debris out of the way that may be stuck to this stain here. And after, maybe about a minute or so of it, I will turn it off and get everything nice and clean. Go ahead and turn it off. So now, first things first, for this lovely brand here, P&S, Terminator. Terminator is always my first go-to. It even says it right here back in directions. Terminator is the first step for this process. So what you do is you spray a good amount, a little bit here, a little bit there on all the stains. Get it nice and clean. Customer didn't want the full seat shampooed, so I'm not gonna spend my time doing that. Now I get my drill with my bristle and I get it in. The whole point of this is to just get it in there as much as you can, almost to the point to where it's dry. If you have a strong enough bristle and a strong enough brush, honestly, just the Terminator alone will get the stain out. So with that being said, I used my drill and my bristle. I got as much as I could out with just the Terminator. As you can see, the Terminator did a great job already. And it's actually really dry already because of this. And I like to, like I said, when I run it across here, I like to make it as dry as possible, get the stain out as much as possible. And look, so now the carpet bomber. This just pretty much adds the scent and gets whatever else is out. Works amazing. Here it's just kind of about the same thing. This one will foam up a little bit more, so you don't really need to put as much. It foams up quite a bit actually, and you'll see right now as we begin to drill here. And that's about it. I'm probably going to put a little bit more Terminator right here in this area here, because that's where the bulk of the throw up was. So I'm gonna try to get as much as I can out with the Terminator here once again. So next step, I am going to grab my vacuum. I have a wet dry vacuum. If you have an extractor, even better. It just takes a little bit more time with the vacuum to really get all this nonsense out. But yeah, now the next step is once again to kind of just suck everything up here. Once again, guys, you know, you might have to go over it a couple times, but I'm telling you, this stuff works fantastic. The stain is gone. No more throw up on this seat. And I know for a fact that this customer is going to like it, and when they see it, they will be satisfied. Once again, also, this is from nothing but trial and error for me. I started with absolutely no knowledge. YouTube has definitely helped me for sure, and that's why I feel, you know, the need to just kind of give back to the guys who are maybe starting up and really don't know how to do certain things. And like I said too, for those of you who are detailers and done it for a while already, and you have ideas for me, shoot them. You know, I'm more than willing to learn. I always have the attitude of not knowing everything, you know. So once again, thank you guys for watching, and enjoy the rest of the video. This is just a hobby. You know, I love doing this. I used to really think that I didn't until, I'm not gonna lie, like very recently I was doing it just for the money, but now like I've learned how to build a relationship with my clients and my customers. Some really don't want that. Some just want you to come clean their car and get out of here, you know. Some want that, but most of my repeat clients, I've found that keeping that relationship with them and building that relationship with them has really helped me truly keep my clients. So, you know, for some of you guys who are out here just doing this for the money and doing this just to make a quick buck, I'm going to tell you right now, like, it doesn't work very well. I have found that talking to most of my clients and keeping a good mindset about them, and, you know, becoming interested in their hobbies, talking to them about their day, talking to them about what they've been going through, you know, trying to give them words of encouragement. It really shows them like, hey, this guy's actually, he's not just here for the money. He's here because he wants to serve, you know. And I really feel, you know, once as a business owner, you can really grasp the area of serving, which I'm still trying to grasp. Once you figure that out, it's lights out. Like, if you have the mindset of like, I'm my own boss, no one's gonna tell me what to do, no one's gonna change my mind about this is what I'm gonna do, da 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 da. No, I'm sorry, but you got the wrong idea. If you really grasp the area of serving, just like Jesus, he came to serve. He didn't come to be served. And he's the King of Kings and Lord of Lords. But he served. He served. And there's no reason why that we shouldn't have that same mindset. So now as I detail clients, you know, when they come out to check on me, or even if they don't at all, before I leave and collect the payment, I like to try to have a conversation about them, about their day, their hobbies. I like to become interested in my clients. And once you build a company like that, a repertoire like that, it becomes natural to you, you know. And kind of going back to this whole YouTube thing, like, I don't care if I get 1 million gajillion subscribers, but if I can reach that one person who needs to see one of my videos, that's all that matters to me. I really feel like the Lord has been leading me to this type of thing, and I didn't really know what to begin with or how to start, but I've been praying about it, and within a couple weeks of praying about it, boom, an opportunity came to shoot a commercial with Mr. Luke Skywalker right here. And one thing led to another, and here we are, detailing cars. Once again, serve. Serving is the only way that leads you to success. It's the only way that brings abundance, in my opinion. And I really feel to share that with some people that are on here that are trying to maybe even struggle to get business. Serving is the way to go. Stay tuned for the rest of this cleaning. Bye-bye. All right, guys. So here we are, trying to clean out these cup holders here. I got my detailing spray. For those of you who don't know what I'm using, it is Express Interior. So right now, as you can see, I put spray in both, but I'm gonna let one sit and stay dirty while I clean this other one here. So right now I have my drill with my little bristle brush so I can get inside these cup holders. These bigger ones here, more meant for like seats or floor mats. So here, I'm gonna get this going. So as you can see, still kind of dirty in there, but that's what the microfiber comes in. You wipe. You wipe. It really looks like that these cup holders have been sitting for quite a while. So now that we have the cup holders soaking in their nice and amazing spray here, we'll go again. So that is that. Grab your towel and look at the difference in this and the other one there. Big difference. Some of those stains have been in there for a while, and sometimes you just can't really do anything about that stuff, which I would try to continue to get some more of it out, but it is quite clean. That's what we love to see. So now that this other one has been sitting, boom, that is pretty clean. Get this going.
Seven hours later.
Well, guys, after a long day of detailing, 7 hours on this van, look what's coming to save the day. The best. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I really hope you guys enjoy the process of that detail. It was quite the detail. I know Luke probably got burnt pretty bad on his neck. I don't think either of us were really prepared for today, but we made it out, we made it safe, and now we're gonna eat some food. Well, guys, as you can see, our food is absolutely demolished. It was a great day, great detailing day. It took a lot longer than expected, but it is what it is. It's a life of a detailer. You run into things that you just can't control. Sometimes you gotta eat it and just take care of business. I'm sure some of you were hoping maybe we would eat and film at the same time, but that's not happening just yet. It was quite the detail. I would say the most annoying thing was the dog hair. She had told me that the dog hair was just in the back. I even went to give an estimate in person, and I didn't see any dog hair really anywhere except for the back, but then I lifted up the back seats of the van and I was like, wow. So I actually spent almost 4 hours just vacuuming and getting the dog hair out. So I ran into that little situation there. But other than that, it was a pretty smooth detail. She only wanted the vomit stain out, which is what we got out. Every other stain that was there, she didn't really care about. She just wanted the vomit out of her seat. And then, of course, her rubber floor mats that we got, which was really easy. First video in the books. So thank you guys for watching this. I really appreciate it. If you stayed to the end, amazing. Thank you. I'm glad you guys saw the process. Please like and subscribe, and see you on the next one. And I wanted to leave you with a Bible verse that has been kind of on my mind to share with not just you, but a lot of people. Hebrews 11:6 says, "But without faith it is impossible to please him. For he who comes to God must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of those who diligently seek him." The word diligently is meaning nonstop, continually, always, or at a consistent pace, at a consistent speed. So, word of encouragement: loves you, and someone appreciates you. Someone will always be there for you, and that is our Heavenly Father, Jesus Christ. And we thank him and we give him all the glory and all the praise for this opportunity right here to reach you. Thank you once again for watching. See you on the next one.